I'm making and posting this video in light of something that I unfortunately saw on my TikTok For You page today, which was this account. This video isn't an I told you so moment, it's more like a what did I say moment, because a few weeks ago I made a video on the alternative Bop House that got me a lot of backlash, and one of the things I said in that video, or the comment section of that video, was that the existence of the Bop House, the way it functions, what they post, what these girls do on social media, is going to influence young girls into wanting to be like these women. Not necessarily to become sex workers or even necessarily go into OnlyFans, but to be bops, like these women. If you don't know what the Bop House is, it's basically this big group of girls, actually I think there's like 10 of them, I don't really know, who post on TikTok. They all do OnlyFans, and they live in this big, flashy, lovely house in America, and they show off how pretty they are and how much money they make, and they get a lot of attention. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. They have, I'll put their account up on the screen right now to show you how many followers they have and the kind of views they get. It's insane. They get so much attention. When I said in that video that their existence and their content was going to influence young girls, I got a lot of people telling me that I just hate these women and that I hate that they're just trying to promote their business and that they're not doing anything wrong and that's not going to happen because everyone... Some people were disagreeing with me and saying that I was coming from a perspective of I don't think they should be on social media, which is completely stupid. No offense, I think that's completely a stupid point because I'd never say that or think that. But a lot of people were also coming at it from the perspective of, oh, like, is it really that deep? Is that really going to happen? And unfortunately, it has. And there's not just one of these accounts, there's a ton. I'll put a screenshot up right now to show you the sheer amount of these accounts. There's more than this as well. I'm just not going to go into them. And there are girls in, there are girls in on these accounts who are 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's absolutely insane. I thought they were joke accounts. I thought they were just pretending for no. They are 14-year-old girls posting videos of their bodies on social media for attention. And I'm never going to say you can't post what you want on social media because that's ridiculous. I post a fuck ton of things on social media that I probably would look back at and go, God, that's cringy. God, I shouldn't have posted that. But I am going to say that I don't think being in a public account called the Minor Bop House is necessarily a good idea. We know the kind of men that are online. We know that there are perverts and there are predators and there are pedophiles. And we actually spend so much time trying to safeguard children from this online for them to only go and try and replicate actions that they have seen from other women on TikTok and just completely override the safeguarding that's been put in place. Because another point someone made was that, oh, well, the Bop House actually, they have their account age restricted. You have to be 18. You can lie on your social medias. I was on Musical.ly when I was 11. You have to be 13. I don't know about you guys. And I saw this woman comment saying, yeah, I had to go onto my 14-year-old sister's phone and unfollow them because she lied about her age to get onto TikTok and was following them. Now, I can't double check if they are age restricted or not because obviously I'm over the age of 18, so I'd be able to see it anyway. But people lie. People lie about their age online all the time. Another thing I want to add in here is that the Bop House has already had a minor come and make content with them. They're not above, including minors in what they do. We've seen that. So I don't think that they're necessarily going to care that much if 14-year-old girls are trying to copy them online and do what they do. They've never made a statement to say, oh, I never promote sex work, I never promote OnlyFans, I never do any of this. So I can't kind of say that they're going against their morals because I don't know what their morals are. No one knows what their morals are. But I am going to say that we know they don't care if minors get involved. We've seen it with Piper Raquel. Is that her name? Piper Raquel? I think that's her name. Piper. She's already being exploited by her parents, and now it's gone a step further and the Bop House is getting involved. And you know what? They didn't take any accountability for what they did. They made fun of the situation. They posted videos like this. It really does highlight the very little levels of consideration that I think some of these women have. I don't know though, I guess that's up for debate. I want to run back to the point I made earlier. That's not a phrase. I want to go back to the point I made earlier, walk back, and say that I have no issue with sex workers being on social media. I don't know, a few people kind of got it twisted last time I spoke about this and was saying that I don't think they should be allowed on social media. Like, come on, is that something anyone would ever say? I just think that everyone needs to be considerate about what they post, including me. Which is why if you ever do see this video, I probably filmed this weeks ago and it has been sitting just on my laptop not being posted because shit's scary, and everyone needs to think about what they do and what they say on social media online before they do it, and clearly the women in the Bop House aren't doing that. And then when they do post something that everyone goes, oh no, I don't like that, I don't agree with what you've just done there, having a 17-year-old in your OnlyFans house and making content with her, they go, oh, it's not that deep, it's not that big of an issue. And it's like, call a spade, and I'm going to call an issue because it's ridiculous to pretend it's not. I also went down a little rabbit hole on these minor bop houses to see if I could see any other content that was being made about like the influence of the Bop House on people. And I found this video. Obviously, she may have gone into OnlyFans anyway. We have no idea. But the fact she made this video kind of tells me otherwise, that maybe she wouldn't have done it if she didn't have such a purely positive view of it. I'm not really know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm trying to say she might not have gone into it if she didn't think it was this wonderful, amazing thing that it appears to be on social media. Another thing I want to add is that the amount of content about the Bop Houses, all of them, is immense. There is so much. You search it on TikTok, you could be scrolling for hours. It's insane. And hundreds of people have made videos about it, and whether those videos be good or bad, they're still circulating. And I know this is hypocritical to say because I'm currently making a video on it and I'm not a sex worker. But to have the main current narrative of OnlyFans and sex work and be the Bop Houses, because that is all I am seeing. I don't know about anyone else, but that is all I am seeing at the moment, is so harmful because it's taking up space that could be filled with actual beneficial discussions of sex work. I know it's hypocritical, I know. Because if you want to have a genuine, like, beneficial discussion on sex work, you should be talking about, decriminalisation, the different legislation passed for and against sex workers. You should be speaking to sex workers about their personal experiences, everything like this. And you're going to think, wow, you're even more hypocritical now that you're saying that, especially if you've been involved with me on the internet in the last few weeks. But I'll have you know, that's exactly what I've been doing. It's exactly what I've been doing. It's what most people should be doing. But unfortunately, all that time that's been taken up thinking about the Bop House and talking about the Bop House, it's leaving no room for these actual beneficial discussions. And then I do, however, understand that because I'm not a sex worker, many people think that I shouldn't be engaging in these conversations. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, because if non-sex workers don't engage in conversations about sex work, who are the sex workers talking to? Each other, but that's not going to help in a wider societal way. But the amount of videos and accounts and everything about this hashtag minor Bop Houses, not to be confused with the mini Bop House, which I also found while I was making my rounds of TikTok, which is fun. Found many Bop Houses, actually. Many. There are a lot. Catering to all fetishes. The sheer amount of media out there of these 15-year-old girls is terrifying. It's genuinely terrifying. I have a younger sister, she's 16, and I thought if she was posting like that online, I think I might confiscate her phone from her, or I'd get my parents to do it, because it is so dangerous. It's so dangerous. And I've said this already and I'll say it again, but the amount of safeguarding that goes into social media, it's not enough, but it's a lot. It's never enough. It will never be enough because of things like as easy as lying about your age. Even Wi-Fi restrictions can be bypassed. Like, my university has Wi-Fi restrictions and I managed to find all the fucking Bop House content on them. I don't know. You can spend as much time as you like trying to protect children, but when there are people out there who are actively influencing these children to act in unsafe ways, No matter what you say, it's going to go over their heads, especially when the people influencing them are incredibly beautiful and incredibly rich and get massive amounts of attention from men online and in real life. And it may not be my place as a non-sex worker to come in and talk about this, but I am a teenage girl, and I once was a very impressionable 14-year-old teenage girl, and I know if you are or have been a teenage girl, you know the way their brains work. You know how easily influenced they are over so many things. Even if it's not actively going, yeah, I want to be in the Bop House, I want to do OnlyFans, they will be influenced in ways. Some obviously more than others, like all the people in these videos. And I keep saying girls in these videos, girls in these Bop Houses. Obviously there are guys in there too. I'm not saying there isn't, but it is majoritively women. And the audience who are enjoying these videos that are coming out of these 13, 14-year-old girls on social media with limited clothing showing off their body is adult men. Adult paedophiles. I don't know why I said pedophilic. Pedophiles and perverts. That's who's enjoying these videos. It's not, and if it's other than them, it's what other teenagers, but I don't know, they're not going to be ranking it off to them, but the fucking pedophiles are. This was a very rambly and kind of misplaced video because I wanted to make a TikTok about it, but no one would watch a 10-minute TikTok of me talking, so I'm putting it on here instead. If absolutely no one watches this, that's fine. I like talking to myself anyways. But yeah, if you did watch it, I hope you enjoyed. I don't know. I don't know how to end this. Thank you all.